I understand that people may not agree with my decision to play LIV Golf.
The LIV London Invitational is the first of 8 tournaments that will be contested around the globe from now until the end of October.
As part of Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's plan to modernize the oil kingdom, the Saudi Arabia Investment Fund, valued at some $600 billion, has underwritten the new LIV Golf Series and is paying players to quit the PGA Tour and join LIV.
And the richest prize money in the history of the game.
Some 20 golfers have now turned their back on the PGA Tour, including Phil Mickelson, reportedly for a $200 million contract. Months ago, when it was rumored that he would jump to the Saudi enterprise, despite the country's history of human rights abuses, he accused the PGA of greed that was beyond obnoxious. Since then, he's apologized and explained his motivation.
I don't condone human rights violations at all. I don't think nobody here does. I've also seen the good that the game of golf has done throughout history, and I believe that LIV Golf is going to do a lot of good for the game as well.
Other golfers who've switched to the Saudi LIV series include Sergio Garcia, Lee Westwood, and Dustin Johnson. The latter who joined for a reported upfront payment of $125 million. The 37-year-old said he's doing it for my family.
How is this good for the game that we love?
The moment the LIV Tour teed up its first event in England, the PGA suspended all the participating players for violating its competition regulations, including the eventual winner, Charles Schwartzel, who earned $4.75 million for his win in the 54-hole event.
LIV Golf winner.
Definitions of greed aside, pro golfers are also ruminating on dishonor and murder, primarily because of the Crown Prince's alleged involvement in the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. A group of 9/11 families also say the LIV golfers are complicit in a Saudi effort at sports washing, such as China or Russia hosting the Olympics for reputational reasons.
We were always criticized that we are not opening up to the world, we're not doing anything in the kingdom, we're not opening up to tourism and so on. Now that we're doing it, they're calling it sports wash. So in that strategy that we have within the 2030 vision, we have 2 mandates. One is to increase the participation of Saudis in sports in general. And number 2 is to host international events.
Today, being over the top and going to extremes has become standard operating procedure in pretty much everything. Politics, protest, you name it. Throughout, golf has been a reliable, understated constant. With the Saudi LIV League, it has joined the circus. In the run-up to the U.S. election, Joe Biden called Saudi Arabia a pariah.
The pariah that they are.
Next month, the American president will travel there to urge the prince to pump more oil into a world of $5 a gallon gasoline. If some pro golfers want to be the face of the LIV League, measuring their lives in nothing but money rather than testing their skills at a hard sport's highest level, and for more than pocket change, that's their business. Most of the game's biggest stars just won't go, including Tiger Woods, who reportedly rejected, get this, a 9-figure deal. But perhaps Justin Thomas put it best.
You know, I grew up my entire life wanting to play the PGA Tour, wanting to, break records, make history, play President's Cups, play Ryder Cups, and it's just sad. I mean, it's really no other way to say it. It's just, it just makes me sad. Everything's got a price, I guess.
For the rest of us, participants or spectators, and with or without LIV, golf will endure as it has for centuries. 100 years ago, we spent $500 million a year on the sport. It was an era when amateur Bobby Jones was a man of the moment. It was a game that brought people together and humanized those in positions of power, such as John D. Rockefeller, seen here teaching his grandson how to play. Presidents, too, were keen to play. Here, Warren G. Harding tees off, followed by former President William Howard Taft. Golf's central act, the swing, permits no shortcuts to success for novices or the Masters champion. As demonstrated here by New York Governor Al Smith, yes, you have your good days, but every strike of the ball is freighted with the possibility of failure, unless no one's looking. So why has the impossibly difficult sport of golf survived and flourished, whether threatened by repetitive human error or Saudi oil money? Tevye gives the answer in the first scene of Fiddler on the Roof.
Because of our traditions, we've kept our balance for many, many years.
Today, almost anywhere you look, balance through tradition has gone out of fashion. Golf may be the last bastion.